Let me guess. You are tired all the time, no matter how much you rest. Your mood is low, and you can't explain why. You get sick all the time, catching one infection after another. Your muscles hurt. And someone told you, it's probably stress. End of story. Maybe. But there's a very boring, very common reason doctors see every single day, and it explains more than you think. Vitamin D deficiency. And no, it's not just a vitamin, and it plays a much bigger role than most people think. It's actually a hormone, acting on multiple systems throughout the body. And when it's low, your body complains. Loudly, in ways that start interfering with your everyday life. What is vitamin D really? Vitamin D is not just something you buy at the pharmacy in winter, only to forget about it later. It's a hormone-like substance that affects immune system, muscles and bones, brain and mood, hormones. Your body can make it, but only if you expose enough skin to real sunlight for enough time, without glass, without filters, without sunscreen. Spoiler alert, most people don't, especially during the winter months. Especially if you work indoors, under artificial light, from morning to evening. Live above the Mediterranean, with long winters and limited UVB exposure. Use sunscreen, which you should, but that also blocks most UVB needed for vitamin D production. Or see the sun mostly through a window, that does not count, no matter how bright it looks. Symptoms of low vitamin D deficiency is sneaky, and many people don't realize it until symptoms appear. It doesn't knock on the door. It slowly ruins the vibe. Common symptoms include symptoms that don't immediately raise red flags like chronic fatigue, low mood or depressive symptoms, frequent infections, muscle weakness or pain, bone pain, hair loss. And here's the problem. These symptoms look like stress, burnout, anxiety, aging, or life. So people ignore them until they start affecting daily functioning. Doctors measure it routinely with a blood test. And boom, vitamin D is low. Not great. Vitamin D and immunity. Vitamin D is essential for immune defense, supporting both innate and adaptive immunity. Low levels are associated with more respiratory infections, happening more often and lasting longer. Worse outcomes in viral illnesses, viruses having a much better time than you. Your immune cells literally need vitamin D to function properly and to mount an effective immune response. No vitamin D equals confused immune system. And a confused immune system either overreacts or doesn't react at all. Vitamin D and mental health. Vitamin D receptors are found in the brain, particularly in areas involved in mood and cognition. Low levels are associated with depression, low motivation, and brain fog, symptoms many people underestimate. Is vitamin D a cure for depression? No. Can low vitamin D make mental health worse? Absolutely. If your mood is low and your vitamin D is low, fixing vitamin D is not optional. It's basic maintenance. Bones, muscles and falls. Vitamin D helps absorb calcium, which is essential for normal bone mineralization. Without it, bones become weak, muscles lose strength, fall risk increases. In older adults, this is a big deal, with real consequences for independence and mobility. Fractures are not cute. They change lives. This is why vitamin D deficiency is not harmless and never should be ignored. How do you check it? Simple blood test, 25-hydroxyvitamin D, that's it. How to supplement vitamin D. Now the practical part. Daily doses, general guidance, 800-2000 U for maintenance, depending on body weight, skin pigmentation, baseline vitamin D levels, sun exposure, age, absorption capacity, chronic conditions, and concomitant medications. Higher doses may be needed if deficient, depending on the severity of deficiency, measured blood levels, body weight, absorption capacity, and individual risk factors, until adequate and stable serum concentrations are restored. Vitamin D is fat-soluble, so it should be taken with food, ideally a meal containing fat, to improve absorption. Foods rich in vitamin D include fatty fish, such as salmon, mackerel, and sardines, egg yolks, liver, and fortified foods like dairy products and cereals. And no, taking 10,000 U, just in case, forever is not smart and can eventually cause harm. More is not always better. Check levels to guide safe and effective dosing. Consult a healthcare professional, especially if you have medical conditions or take medications. Adjust the dose based on your blood levels, then check again about 8 weeks later to make sure you're on the right track. Who is at high risk? You're at high risk if you rarely go outside, have darker skin, which naturally blocks more UVB light, meaning your skin makes less vitamin D from sunlight, are overweight, because vitamin D is fat-soluble and gets stored in fat tissue, leaving less available in the bloodstream, are elderly, because aging skin produces less vitamin D from sunlight and absorption efficiency also declines with age, have malabsorption issues, meaning your gut doesn't absorb vitamin D efficiently, even if you're taking enough, have cancer or a chronic illness, because inflammation, treatments, and altered metabolism can all lower vitamin D levels and increase requirements. Translation: a lot of people. So, if you're tired all the time, moody for no clear reason, or sick more than you should be, before blaming stress, hormones, or your entire life falling apart, maybe check the boring medical stuff first. Check your vitamin D, it's cheap. It's easy. And fixing it can make a real difference. Your immune system will thank you. Your muscles will thank you. And honestly, your mood might too. If this helped you, leave a comment and tell me, have you ever checked your vitamin D level? And if you want more evidence-based health content, subscribe. Your health deserves facts.